Welcome back to the Corey Bak'n Show. And today's episode is Chop Chop Day for what's behind the curtain. Let's take a look. Now today is the end of week 8 for these plants here. I was going to try to push them to week 9, but I took a look at the trichomes and everything in here is ambered up. 20 and 30% worth. Same thing over here. And also in the my 2x4, the Gary Payton that's left in the laundry room grow, that's coming down in day 2. So all these plants are going to come down. There's a total of 6, I believe, that'll be hanging. And then I have 3, the 2 blueberry muffins and a hella jelly that was that was drying. And the other 2x4 is dry now and they're ready to come out of there. So I'm going to spread these plants out here between those 2 tents there. And then clean these 2 tents up here and get them ready for the next run. But right now we're just going to do the chop. So let me get to work. Or before I get to work though, let me get you in here and get a closer look at the plants before I cut them down. All right, we're going to start over here with the orange Cello plant that was in this 2x2.5 Gorilla Lite tent, 2-gallon pot, cocoa medium. And let's get a close look at what the girls look like. Now here's one of the buds here. Let me get in a little closer there so you can get a real good look at her. As you can see, she started getting that purple hue to her. She has a real citrusy smell. Trichomes are, as you can see, it's a pretty frosty plant, but again, like I told y'all, these buds do not get very big. You know, all the tops are pretty much that size. Now, not to say I didn't cause a problem here, because you can see how it finished off. I definitely had a lockout along the way, and it started, and then maybe I even got the light a little too close to the plants and started burning them up. And especially this one right up here. I needed to turn the light down, but again, this thing stretched right on up to the light. I could have bent that top there down, but it's okay. Again, first time running into cocoa. For 2 weeks of this run, I was gone. But it's still a successful run, because we got to the end and we got some weed. And this is something I never smoked before, never had before, never grew before. So it's gonna be a nice new experience. And we'll definitely do a strain review on this, me and the fellas. But yeah, that's how she looks. Let me do one more look here. Back out. That's the orange Cello. And then over here, 4x4 up here in the front. Here, Pulp Fiction, Blue Milk, Blood Diamond. Back in the corner is Biscotti Mint. Let's get a couple close looks at this one. Just the Pulp Fiction here up in the front. Another frosty girl, and I mentioned this thing gets pretty leafy, as you can see. But the weed is definitely dynamite. And I think we did a strain review on this one, and you've seen how the fellas reacted to this one here. So this was definitely, everything here was definitely worth running back, and I'm going to run it back one more time. So I already got the cuts ready to run this back one more time. So again, a lot of these started flopping down. This is the Biscotti Mint in the back. Fell here. Got some big ones all over here that belong to it. Yeah, so this was a pretty big plant. Sorry about the camera work. So everything just flopped over. And there's another big one down here on the. So yeah, we got some pretty big colas on this thing too. Nice and dense and frosty. Let me see if I can get up here and see how frosty that thing is. And that's the Biscotti Mint. And over here, the blood diamond. Again, pretty leafy, nice size plant. Decent sized colas. Could be a little bigger, but we'll take it. But yeah, that's how these girls look. Now I'm gonna do a little something different. Normally I do these runs differently, where I kept the laundry room and it's behind a curtain a little separate. But today, they're gonna kind of go together because they're being chopped together and put in a tent together. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go in the laundry room and let you see that one plant is in there that has to be chopped. And then the 3 plants that are dried that need to be trimmed up. Let me do that next. All right, we're in here in the laundry room. And these are the girls that are dried up. That's the blueberry muffins. That's the Hella Jelly blueberry muffins. Not very big girls at all. That one there maybe get 1-2 ounces max, 1.5 ounce. Same thing over here, possibly. It's not very big. Wasn't expecting much out of it. I just wanted a little bit of that to keep around in stash because I like the weed. Here in the Hella Jelly, this is a 2 ounce plant, easy. And again, same difference. I think in the last time I ran this, yes, it definitely, the only other time I've ran this, it was in the tent with the lemon apple fritters or something like that I was growing, and it hermed and it pollinated this plant. So this time I'm growing her out. She doesn't have seeds in her. So again, definitely a dynamite smoke. Y'all seen us do the strain review on with the Hella Jelly. I think we're going to definitely do one with the blueberry muffins this time around. So it was that was definitely some good weed, real tasty. So I like to have the fella's opinion on that strain, not these two, but that strain, because we already know about the Hella Jelly. And also, when I come back, I'll clean this tent all up once everything is finished drying up. I bought some new fans in there. I have them in now. I put a couple of them up already in the other tents. So they're working real well. So I'm getting rid of these fans here. Once this tent is all cleaned up, and I'll reset it and you'll see what's going in here. Because not this tent, it's gonna be the other tent. Let's take a look at the other tent. Over here, same difference. This is the one that has to come down. This is the Gary Payton. I was gonna let this go one more week, but looking at the trichomes, again, it's nice and cloudy and amber. So I said, why let her go another week? See how frosty she is. Nice size girl. Smells dynamite. And we know about this smoke here because we did a strain review on this one here also. So, but yeah, this is the other one that's coming down. And in this tent here, this is the one that's going to be a little change to it. So obviously I'm going to clean this up down here, clean my walls and everything down. But these lights that are up here now, they're coming out of here. This is going to be the tent that the Spider Farmer SF 2000 is going to go in. I think that's the one I'm being sent. And once it gets here, I'll put it in this tent here. And we have, I believe I'm going to do my Full of Funk in this tent by itself. I got it in a 5-gallon pot. It's already starting to grow and it's rocking and rolling. But I'm just going to spread her out over this whole tent, and we're just going to run it with the SF 2000 Spider Farm. And I'm going to spread it out with a trellis net. Probably be a couple trellis nets because there's a stretcher similar to this Gary Payton. But the difference is this time I'm going to tie it to the trellis net, and then we're going to weave it up through the trellis net and just get the biggest yield we can off of that Full of Funk. But yeah, that's how we're going to be doing that in the coming grows, and that will be going up once I get the light and get this all cleaned up and taken care of. That plan to be going on, and that'll be part of the next run of this laundry room grow. Now behind me, the 4x4, I'm going to show that in a separate video. It'll just be the laundry room grow like normally, but these two tents here won't be part of it, because as you can see, these tents are being taken down and going to be used for drying. But the 4x4 over here, This one here will be in a separate video because I have something going on there right now, and we're gonna be taking a look at that separately. So that's what we got going on. Let's get these girls cut down. Let's get these girls cut down that we have to cut down, and get these plants here that's dried and ready to come out of here. Let's get them out of here. Matter of fact, let's see if we can get a close look at a bud. Yeah, here we go. This is the Hella Jelly. See if we can get in close. See, this girl is nice and frosty. Hell of a smell on her. Yeah, that's a good one right there. And let's see, this blueberry muffins. Oh, that's really frosty. Yeah. Just touching them, boy, the smell coming up off of these. All right. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing now. So let me put you on the tripod and let's get to work. Or as a matter of fact, you don't need to see me cutting these out of here. Once I get them cut and hung up, I'll be back and I'll let you see what they look like. All right, we're back. We got all 6 girls hung up. Still got the light on down there, as you can see. And I left one fan blowing over there on the right. This on low, this pointed down to the ground, just so we get some air movement in there. And the exhaust fan, and you see the hose that is back there in the back right corner. That'll be on just exhausting the tent. But it'll be on low though. But yeah, that's how the girls look. The parameters right now is as you can see, let me see, you see that say 74 up there, and the humidity in there, let me get a little closer so I can see, is 65. The 65 is fine. The temperature is off, but it's also, only reason why it's up that high right now also is because the light is still on, and the light was on for a little while. I'm harvesting this in the afternoon. I should have did this early this morning, but I was busy. But once I turn the lights off in both of these tents, the temperatures will come down to at least 67 right in that ballpark there, because that's the temperature here in the basement right now. So, but yeah, that's what the girls are looking like here in the next, I would say, 10 to 14 days. This should be dried up nicely if the temperatures stay in that area I need them to be. It's at that 65. I'll keep the exhaust low so that the humidity can stay up there like that, as long as that temperature get down under the 70s. And then as the week go on, first 3 days, I might increase the fan speed so it exhausts it a little bit more, bring the humidity down a little bit. But yeah, just do that until it gets down about 60, and between 60 and 55. And by that time, it should be finished. So we want to slow as dry as possible. If we could have had this around 60 degrees would be perfect. But I don't have the AC on in my house, and I'm not about to turn it on. It's too early for that. But again, the temperatures will drop. I know it's just looking at the gauge here in my basement, and they say it's 67 degrees down here. So once I turn this light off, we should be in a good position to dry these nice long dry. But that's all I have for you in this video. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share, and subscribe. And until the next one, stay baked.